Hi everybody, it's Carla. I thought I would come on tonight and show you that I'm getting ready to start making another art journal. Last year I did one and I made a video about it, and I liked how it turned out. And this time I was again going to use a composition notebook, but the only one I had at the house had no covers on it because I had actually used the covers to make a mailer to send something up to Michigan. And so this little poor book had no cover, and I decided just to glue some of the front and back pages each together, and then add to it my own embellishments. Now the fabric that you see on the front and back covers, it's from upholstery samples, and I got it in a book at the thrift store a few years ago, and I've used the fabric for many different things, mainly pillow tops. But this time I decided to make a front and back cover for my little art journal. And then everything you see are embellishments that I got at the thrift store. All the lace trims, the little flowers, they came off of a baby bib that had 3 felt flowers on it. Even the composition notebooks I got at the thrift store. I think they were in a package for $1.99 with a bunch of other stationery items. And yeah, so this is the front cover. It's just got big pretty roses and against a dotted background, and just came out really pretty. Now what's covering the spine is I actually used this trim, and I divided it up into 3 sections inside, and to give it more strength to the spine, and I just wrapped it around and then tied it, and then wrapped it again in another spot and tied it, and wrapped it again in another spot and tied it. And when I got that all tied tightly, then I cut the ends off here, and I could either maybe run a bead up on it if I wanted to, or just leave it like it is and just a pretty little dangling ornament right there for my book. So this was the front cover, and it's got some lace glued at the bottom, at the top. Now I hot glued down the all the laces and the embellishments, but this was very thin fabric, and so I used glue stick and glued that down to the pages, and then I knew that the hot glue would also be holding it all down too. So there's the front. Let me turn it over, and there's the back. The back's very pretty too, and I love it. I didn't have enough of any one fabric to do the entire book front and back, so I thought it's just got a beautiful back, and here's got the same trims top and bottom and along the edge. And if I open it up, you'll see it is just a composition notebook, and I'm going to be gluing the pages together, 2 pages together for each one that I'll be doing, because I want to have some stability and add a little more strength to the pages as I add my designs and such. And then I went to the thrift store today, and I wanted to look for some other kind of maybe composition books, but they didn't have any. They only had spiral notebooks, so I didn't get any of those. So then I went over in the book section, and I found a kid's book, Albert Schweitzer. This is from the 60s. And why I picked this one, yes, it's old and it's got the cover, but I'm just going to paint the cover and do it my own way. But the card, or the paper that's in it, is almost as thick as cardstock, so I'm not going to have to do what I'm doing to the composition book. I won't have to glue pages together to this one, and it's not super thick, but it's got room to where I could, either remove a couple of pages if it got too fat, or I'm not really putting big, like envelopes and big things that will make it get fatter. I'm basically just using collage material that I got out of old magazines and such. And then this was brand new in the package. I'm using the box for something else right now, but it was only 99 cents. But originally it still had the ribbon around it from the the retailer, and it was $9.99 originally. But it's a guest book, and it's got a beautiful white inside, and it's got silver edges on the papers. And then all the pages are just, you know, with spots to write names, addresses for the guests. So these I probably will, again, be gluing the pages together because they're kind of thin. But it's a different size. It's more a rectangle. And I thought that would be kind of a unique one to do too. And then I went into the, oh, this one was back where the stationery items were. This was in the kids' book section. And I'm going to look in the kids' section again and find some older either textbooks or just kids' books from the 50s and 60s, because I think they were better made back then. And I'm going to try and get some of those. And they were only $1, the hardback books. And then I got magazines. They were 3 for $1. And I had been watching some videos, and when they pull magazines to get, you know, collage materials, they were mainly getting Glamour, Vogue, Bazaar. And that's what I looked for, because I thought they had tons of ads in them as they were showing them on YouTube. Lots of graphics that had words or letters that you could reuse in a different way. And the ads had bright, you know, colors and neons and scenery and, you know, seascapes and all kinds of things, brick and mortar, sidewalks, dark night scenes and such, and I just thought that would be really cool. So I spent a couple hours after we had dinner and started cutting up on the magazines, and that's what I've got so far. And I got 6, so I paid $2 for 6 magazines, and I've got 2 more to work on. And those magazines I think are more like country kind, but I want to see if there's anything I can use in there. So I'm just going to have fun making up an art journal. It's not I guess it's not a legitimate junk journal, because those, they have sections and they're all sewn in, and it's all very kind of fancy schmancy, even though they call it a junk journal. I think mine is just going to be an art journal, things that matter to me, things I want to put together, colors that I want to use, sayings. I think that's what I'm going to do, just kind of like I did last year, you know, have each page be a different theme, or just work throughout it and build and add layers of things as I go through it. And I just wanted to share this in case anybody wants to try it. I was even thinking, this one's so pretty, that I might pull some black and white pictures that I inherited when my parents passed away, and put some in here of you know, old scenery, maybe not of family, but just, you know, places and things that they had pictures, or some old postcards or something. We'll see what it comes out to be. But I just wanted to give you a hint and an idea and a way to do it cheaply. And I got 8, they weren't the best quality. I've already went through 2 of them. But 8 glue sticks at Dollar Tree the other day. And I'm going to get the ones at Dollar General. I like those better. I think you get 4 to a pack for $1 there. But they're a lot better quality. So I think I will do that when I actually get ready to start gluing my stuff in. But yeah, I hope you like this, and I appreciate everyone watching. And I'm always on the lookout for anything at the thrift store that I can use and turn into something else. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you are all being creative and having fun with all the hobbies that you have. And we will talk to you all later. Bye.